Alright, so let's talk about merging queries. This is very interesting topic actually when it comes to data transformation. So most of the time what we do is we combine multiple tables. So let's say we have 4 or 5 tables and we combine it to make it one table using formulas like VLOOKUP or XLOOKUP or index match. So using merge we can actually automate the entire process. So let's see this example. We have an order table in which we have all the details of all the orders, and then we have returns tables in which we have 572 rows of orders which have returned, and in this we have approximately 5,700 records in the order table. So now let's start with a very simple merge. Let's say under return table we need to get in the details of all these orders. What were the sale, what was the order quantity, and let's say what was the discount offer on that. So how we can do that? So in Excel we would have done that using a VLOOKUP or XLOOKUP or index match. In this we really don't have to type any formula. We have to just select, do the right selection. So with this table selected, I'll click on merge queries. Then this is my second table, which is orders. The first table is returns. So I'll select the one common column between them, which is the order ID. And so there are 6 options for merging available in Power Query. So what we need is a left outer, which is equivalent to VLOOKUP. And if you want to know the details about what all different type of joins means here, so there was an article on merge queries on the website, the link of which I'll give it in the description here. So left outer join explains that all from A and matching from B, which this means if my table A has 100 records and if the table B has, let's say 10 records, the output will have 100 records and then inputs from the table B for the 10 records only. So, and that's what we do in VLOOKUP. If we'll apply a VLOOKUP on between 2 tables, and let's say my first table has 10 records and the second table has 5 records, and if I apply VLOOKUP, my final output table will have 10 records from the table A. So this is what we're going to use the most, left outer join. So let's select that left outer join, and it gives me, the moment I do that, it gives me how many records it matched, and it says all of 572 had matched. So let's click OK, and then it gives me an additional column into the table which I can expand, and then I can then I have the option to select what all of details I need from the order table. So it's more of a pick and choose. So let's say I want order quantity, I want the ship mode and the discount offered, and click OK, and that is it. Really don't have to worry about it. And let's say I have to make some changes. So instead of ship mode, or let's say I want to add a few more columns to it, all I have to do is click on this gear icon and then just add the values, or add the option. So I add the order priority and I remove ship mode, and yeah, so that's how a simple merge works, and we can do plenty of stuff with this. So for example, so this is pretty straightforward. So left outer and right outer join are one of the same thing. It depends on which table is my first table, but I have 572 orders which has returned. I need one table which gives me on the list of orders which has not been returned. How can we do this using Power Query? So for this, with the order table selected, I'll go to merge queries and I'll say merge queries as new, and I'll select my second table, which is returns, and then order ID as common. So now the question is, which option should we choose which will give me the only records which has not been returned? I need it as a separate table. So if we look at the merge options, what we need is that anything which is in table B should not be included. So that option is left anti-join. So I'll come here, I'll select left anti-join, and it's the moment I do that, it says that 570 rows has been excluded. out of 5,497. Brilliant. And I click OK. Since I selected option merge query as new, now this table has returned me only those orders which has not been returned, and I can if I wish, I can select the status and it will say null because there are no records next for them. So I can remove this also if it's not required. And when I close and load, I can rename this, let's say valid orders. Similarly, we can create a table just only which contains those orders which has returned. So all the details from the order table which has returned. So the simplest way of doing it is using merge queries. So again, with order table selected, I'll go to merge queries as new, and I'll select the returns. The common column between them is order ID. Now which option we need to select? So our requirement is that what we need is which is common in both the orders which has returned. So which means it's an inner join matching from A and B. So I'll select inner join, inner only, and it will give me, oh, you have 572 matches, which is great. So I'll click OK. Now it will give me a table with 572 rows only, which has all the orders which has returned. If I'll go and expand and I select the order status out of it, all of them were returned. So similarly, we can perform we can create these tables. Earlier we used to do the traditional approach had been on that. How I used to do with VLOOKUPs is that first I used to apply VLOOKUP, then I used to filter out all these NAs, return orders. With Power Query, I can do this in simple clicks, and I can automate entire process. So when I close and load, I will have all these tables in my Excel or in, let's say, in a Power BI for me to do further analysis. So that's more on merge queries. Apart from this, we can perform merge queries on multiple fields. So right now we had selected only one common column between them, and we can do merge on multiple columns. For that, I would recommend you to please visit the article mentioned in the link in the details below. So in which we have explained the article explains how we can perform merge queries between when I need to combine one or two or more columns. So right, so that's more on merge queries. Next on the webinar is conditional column. I'll see you there.